What is this? Well, what this is not is a copy of my new book, So You Want to Be a Game Master. You can see it says covered to be revealed and everything up there. And that's because this book does not come out until October 31st. But what you can do right now is pre-order a copy. And if you want to do that, you can find links well, wherever YouTube has put the links these days. You can also go to the Alexandrian. If that fails, there'll be links there. You can also order this from your favorite local bookstore, because this book is coming from Macmillan and Page Street Publishing. Now, why would you want to own a copy of this book? Whether you're a first-time game master who are just looking to take your first step into a wider world of imagination, or a long-time game master who's looking to take your game to the next level. Well, there are two reasons. The first reason is how comprehensive So You Want to Be a Game Master will be. A lot of game master advice books will teach you how to run a dungeon crawl and then say, well, good enough. We've done our job. This book will, of course, teach you how to run a dungeon as well. It'll teach you how to run a dungeon, a mega dungeon, an advanced dungeon, a dynamic dungeon, but it will also do more than that. It will teach you how to run mysteries and node-based scenarios, raids and heists, urban adventures, faction-based adventures, wilderness adventures using hex crawls and point crawls and other structures as well. And then there's a huge section of extra credit topics at the back that will cover things like running combat, splitting the party, creating your campaign, quick and dirty world building, creating your supporting cast, and even more than that. Now, the second reason you should own this book is because of its step-by-step, precise approach. There's a lot of game mastering advice out there that offers a lot of tips and tricks, but they kind of exist in an amorphous cloud, and the book kind of says, hey, I kind of hope you can figure out how to use this in your own game. And those can be great books, but that's not what this book does. This book will tell you exactly what you should be prepping and exactly how to use that prep to create the most memorable and exciting and best role-playing game sessions you have ever experienced. And if you're a first-time game master who is literally just trying to figure out how to get into all this, what your first step should be, well, this book will give you that step. In fact, round about page 20, depending on final layout, this book is going to tell you you have all the knowledge and skills you need to run your first session, and you should put this book down and go and do that, because it can be just that quick. It can be just that simple, and this book will make it that quick and simple. And then after you've run that first session and had fun with your friends, it's not over yet, because the book will take you through creating your first scenario. It will take you through how to create advanced and dynamic scenarios, and then at that point, it will be up to you. You can continue reading the book cover to cover if you want, but you can also choose the type of scenario that you want to create and run next. Again, mysteries and raids and heists and urban adventures and wilderness adventures and all of that. And then, of course, there's that extra credit section I was talking about at the back, those specific targeted topics that can improve any one of those different types of scenarios. And you can choose when and if and how you want to learn and implement those specific techniques into your campaign to take it to the next level. Now, if this sounds like the kind of book that you want, if So You Want to Be a Game Master is the type of book you want to have in your hands right now, that you wish you could be reading right now, a book that contains the best and brightest essays of the Alexandrian, a book that I believe will be the most authoritative book about game mastering that has ever existed, well, then do the pre-order thing. And I will see you back here in October, because I cannot wait to share all the amazing things that I have packed into this book with you. Good gaming. I'm Justin Alexander, and I'll see you at the table.